Good evening, teachers. Our topic for the 8-year marathon is demand and supply. I'm Shalane Taredia, and these are my slides. Movements and shift in the demand curve. A change in price of a good or service causes a movement along the demand curve. A price rise will cause a decrease, and a price reduction will cause an increase in the quantity demanded. An increase and decrease in demand. A movement along the demand curve is caused by price changes only. An increase in demand is represented by rightward shift, and a leftward shift is a decrease in demand. Movements and shift in supply. A change in price of a good or service causes a movement along the supply curve. A price rise will cause an increase, and a price fall will cause a decrease. As you can see, a ceteris paribus means all other things are equal. By contrast, a change in all non-price factors will affect the supply of good or service. It will lead to a shift in the supply curve. What is disequilibrium? There are two types. Excess supply is a surplus. When the price is set too high, the supply will exceed the demand. This results in a surplus production known as excess supply. Excess demand is a shortage. When the selling price of a product is too low, then the demand will exceed the supply. This creates a shortage in the market. Solutions. How do we alleviate price fluctuation? The solution to stop price rise is increasing the supply. But sometimes increasing supply is not possible due to the factors that cannot be controlled. Example, scarcity of raw materials for production due to natural disasters.
My name is Melsa Cabral and these are my slides. We are from 11th Common Xavier's MAPSA. What is demand and supply? Demand refers to both the willingness and the ability of a customer to pay a given price to buy a good or service. This is sometimes referred to as effective demand to distinguish a genuine demand from a want or desire to buy something. When the price of a product or service increases, the demand falls, and when the price decreases, the demand rises. Therefore, there is an inverse relationship between the price of a good or service and the demand. This rule is known as the law of demand. Supply is the ability and willingness of firms to provide goods and services at given price levels. Firms will have more incentives to supply the goods and services at higher prices. Higher the price, the greater the supply tends to be. Market equilibrium. The equilibrium price, which is also known as the market clearing price, is determined where the demand of the product is equal to the supply of the product. Thus, there is neither quantity demanded nor excess of quantity supplied at the equilibrium price. The supply and the demand are equal. Secondly, stopping money from entering the market. This can be achieved by making people spend money in bonds by increasing the interest rates. The banks may increase interest rates on loans to restrict flow of money into the system. Furthermore, producers should avoid wastage of resources in order to minimize cost of production. Manufacturers should also consider efficient use of resources and sell their products in the local markets.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abini Fernandez. The objective is to find out the solution of the problems related to demand and supply. We would like to thank Ms. Rita De Silva and Ms. Siddhi Shirodkar for their help. What is price fluctuation? Price fluctuation indicates price going up and down. Causes of price fluctuation on an Indian scope. Factors responsible for price rise is increase in cost of production. Example, increased wages for the labor will result in increased price of production. Another example, increased population. More population means more people to nourish, and more people to feed means increased consumption, which in turn results in price rise, which is also known as inflation. A certain amount of price rise is inevitable in a developing economy because as the income level rises, there are newly created opportunities as the demand increases. Suggestions to improve price fluctuation. Set goals. Setting goals and objectives is an essential part of your business success. Use the goals you set as an ongoing planning tool to ensure that you continue to move forward with your business. Once you set a goal, stay committed towards it. Conclusion. Therefore, consumers and producers react in different ways to price changes. Thank you.